Breaking news with Paul Toole.
Hello and a very warm welcome. The Cal League, the first Crip softball league in Los Angeles, presents its coffee table book of 500 Black Unity pictures by author L.A. Nutt. The Cal League uplifting families, communities and ending the sickness of gang violence that has plagued black communities for over 50 years. The Cal League players, former Crips on 11 teams, backed by their communities, create a safer environment for all LA communities. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.
What makes you righteous? You see, I don't smoke, I don't drink. I won't fornicate and I won't commit adultery. I don't smoke dope. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. And I say all my prayers every day. And I give whatever I can in charity. Yes, sir. And what else do you do? Well, what do you mean, what else? Is there something else? That's nothing. That's vanity. So you don't smoke, so what? So you don't drink. You don't use drugs. So what? What are you doing to better the condition of others? What are you doing to reform where you live? And if you do nothing to reform society with the knowledge you have received, then you are guilty of concealing knowledge. And that is a cardinal sin.
1930 and 1940, during the years of the Depression, when segregation and racism was enshrined in laws, when there was no black representation in government, even in the face of these horrible conditions, the black community had the highest marriage rate of any group in society. Our institutions served as an anchor for us. And so therefore, elderly people could walk in their neighborhood without fear of being assaulted by their grandchildren. Our business formation rate was high then. If we were able to accomplish the building of hospitals, dental schools, hotels, movie theaters, vaudeville theaters, if we were able to accomplish this.
You know, when I hear things like this, or I see things like this report, it makes me wonder, why can't we achieve these things today? We achieved so many things when we weren't supposed to. And now we can, and we're not achieving anything. Come on, people, wake up. But we've been saying that for a long time.
Black folk right now hold the greatest academic achievement on the earth. For 360 years, it was against the law, Rock, to be caught teaching a black person to read and write. Yeah. It'll cost you 39 lashes and $100 to teach a black person to read and write. That was all the way up to the 1860s. So in 1860, when blacks came out of slavery, 96% of black folk in America could not read and write. Between 1865 and 1895, black folk reduced their illiteracy rate from almost 96% all the way down to 40-something%. And they did it by themselves, basically. They hold a record of achievement. Nobody in the history of the world has ever come out of slavery and be able to reduce their illiteracy rate in half in 30-year time period.
Street shit don't mean nothing, nigga. Them same niggas will jump out the window for you. When you locked up, nigga, you won't get a pair of socks. You ain't getting a letter. Niggas trying to f your bitch. Your same homies, nigga. Ain't no loyalty in this shit, nigga. That ain't the life to live, my nigga. We supposed to get money and take care of our family, bro. All that bullshit, my nigga. So I tell the youths, man, stay in school, nigga, make your mama proud, man. I'm just thankful I have a second chance in life, you heard? Not everybody got a second chance in life.
I want to send some words of encouragement. Y'all stay focused, y'all keep working hard, believe in yourself, prove everybody that doubts y'all wrong, show up every day, stay pure, keep your heart pure, stay motivated, stay inspired, show love to your people.
That's right. Love your people. Love your people. You ain't gonna be able to do it if you don't love your people, man. Welcome to the show, man. I'm your host, Dr. Crip. We back again, man. You know, same hot channel, same hot day, same hot boy. Please like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff, man. You know, we ain't doing nothing different, man. It's the same old plateau over here, man. You know, trying to bring some sense to nonsense, you know, trying to stop some kids from getting initiated into these gangs until the Crips and the Bloods say, listen, man, we quit. We ain't putting nobody else on. We making the first move. You know, all these OGs out here, all these so-called OGs and, you know, shot callers and all these dudes that run these neighborhoods, man. You know, man, just let's just put one initiative. Let's get one thing that everybody could agree on, like the riots when everybody was taking off, burning down stoves and everything. Let's get the one initiative going that's going to try to bring down some of the violence, man. And that is no more in 24. We say no more in 24 over here, man. No more in 24. We don't need no more Crips. We don't need no more Bloods. I don't understand why these OG dudes just don't jump on board with this. Is it because y'all don't care? Is it because you don't want to get looked at as a buster? Is it because your son died, your daughter died, so you don't care about nobody else's kids? I don't understand what the problem is, man. Because once we can just say, listen, man, no more in 24, we ain't putting nobody else on. If your hood, that's it. If you didn't make it, that's it. It's over with. Close the doors on everybody. Then we could try to jump into something else because God ain't left us. God is still here among us. That's why he threw me into the mix. I'm one of the new additions to the crew, homie. Yeah, you know, so I ain't your average. You know, I'm coming full-fledged hardcore. I'm going to let you know what it is. Everything is senseless. It ain't no organization. Everything is dysfunctional. I don't care what hood you're from. My example is the 9-0. You can't be as hard. You got Crips that's just as hard as me. You got Bloods that's just as hard as me. Don't mean nothing. Because a lot of them went down for politics. Oh, my God. I can't stand that word. Oh, my God. Politics? What is politics? Explain to me what is politics. Is that what I got shot behind? Politics because I'm in somebody's business? So what happened to me can happen to the next OG or something. So that's why people was like, lead them. I ain't messing with them youngsters. Them dudes carrying birds and all this. Is that politics? I don't understand what politics is. I really don't. I thought I was a politic master. You got politic though, boy. Don't you? They politicked on you, you know? Hey, I wonder what is politics? What they politicked on me. Damn. We finna get you out of here to make room for some people we ain't gotta hear that from. Them is serious politics when y'all start killing these type of dudes and all these dudes still running around. All these dudes start running around. That's politics right there. That's some serious politics. This why your child should not gangbang. Look at this face and show your child the reason why you should not gangbang. Look at this dude right here. Because he was Mr. yeah, Osaki Mount. Look what they did to him. So you could be as hard as you want and get it took straight down. Means nothing. Hey, holla at a player though. Politics equal how we grew up. I cost green. Politics is favoritism towards one side based on money and friendship. Lord, that boy got the fuck. What is politics? That is a beautiful question. What is politics? I'm trying to figure that one out. Lord, that is a great question for game. Hey, homie, so what you gonna do when they politic on you, little homegirl? What you gonna do? Oh, I'm ready for these, and then get out there and fight like this. That's politics. Stop. Listen, don't do it. I told them dudes, do not put this man on because he was fighting like this. Is that politics? Do I have the right to say that? Man, do not put this dude on my hood because he is fighting like this. Hey. Or, look. Hey, homie. Hey, what's up? It's time for you to get out there. You get socked twice and go running to your family screaming and hollering, screaming a name. You know? Is that politics? Listen, he ain't gonna make it, you know? I don't know what politics is. I know politics of Jesus is what I was in. He was like, there was politics. They was politicking over me. Like, I'm not finna let my boy go out like this because I got other plans for him, you know? Jesus, like, I got other plans for you. I'm finna use you in ways that you don't want to be, you know. You just keep doing what you're doing. Let people know, you know. Tell the truth. Because I always told my homies I never lie. And I don't. At least I think. I never lied. I never lied. I don't remember telling lies. I don't remember that. Because that's all I had to stand on was not lying. That's it. So if you pull up on me and you ask me, what's up with this dude? I just say, I don't. They called me on the phone. They called me on the phone. And they said, yeah, what's up, Huston? What's going on? I'm like, what's cracking? What it do? I ain't heard from you in a minute, my nigga. Yeah, what's popping? Yeah. He like, no, yeah, what's up with the boy? I'm like, what's up with him? He like, is he straight? I'm like, I don't. I said, I don't really get down with him. No, I ain't what I asked you, Nut. I just asked you, was he straight? I said, I don't know. I don't get in with him. Like, no, see, no, because if you keep saying that you don't fuck with him, you don't do this and that, I'm going to take it like this. I said, man, you can take it how you want to. Me personally, I'm not in mixed with Nut. Y'all was friends. Yeah, I seen you. You used to y'all did used to hang out. You talked to, I said, look, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting on I'm just waiting on to see certain things, and then I can make my decision. But until then, and I don't got nothing to do with the dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in I don't get no money. I ain't on no list or nothing, man. I'm not getting anything out of this, you know? to say yay or nay. I'm just not lying, but I'm going to tell you how I feel, I'm not going to say nothing to nobody if she pull up in the park in the Benz and the Bentley and all that. I mean, go. I'm not going over there. That don't mean I want to do something to you. I'm not going over there. I don't need your liquor. I don't want to look in the car. I don't want to ride in the car. I don't want to do none of that. I'm just saying, that's just me. Now, other people can go do what they want, but if something happened down the line, then, don't come back complaining, Politics that's a cold, that is a cold terminology. Politics. That's a cold, Baby Cool Joe used to like to call himself, what do you call himself? Big Politic. That was the one. I never knew what that meant either. Like, why you call yourself Big Politic? I don't understand that. Holla the player though. Right. Keep it real can be politician. Politicians, cuz cutting off the weakest link is survival. Politics is like democracy. U.S. ruled by the people for your circle to keep them squares out. Hey, politics is something that, it can bring down the neighborhood just as well as pick the neighborhood up. But it's all still dysfunction. That's what I think. Politics cut like a double-edged sword, because I always give the person the benefit of the doubt. I watch these dudes group up. They grouped up, and they said, we're gonna go to this dude's house because he was called out and he didn't show up. And he got a good name, he do a lot. But because this one guy gets out of jail and I guess he pumps everybody else up, and says, well, I ain't never seen that dude do nothing but whatever. He ain't never did. I ain't seen that. He said, I ain't never seen that dude do nothing. So he gathered these dudes up. They gathered these dudes up, and they said, we finna go to his house. And as they gathering up, I'm looking at the crowd of people that's in the caravan of people that's finna go caravan to this dude's house to, pull him out, to make him come up here or fight him there. I don't know what they're gonna do. But I'm looking like, damn, that dude is a complete buster. That dude is a weenie. He got all kind of jail issues. I'm like, this dude, he still got some phase from a year ago. But I assume that they, scared of this dude that's doing the organizing. That's what I assume they believe. So I was at the top of the gym and they was at the bottom, walking through the bushes, going to the car, how we do. And the dude that was running everything looked back at me and say, hey, what's up, Hooster Nut? You going, cuz? And I was like, hell no, I'm not going to that nigga house. For what? I ain't tell him to come up here. I'm not caravanning to no nigga house with no. Now everybody else kind of looked like they thought that the dude was gonna run up there. I guess he was supposed to take off on me for not going. Like, this bunch of busters around. That dude was my friend. I'm not finna ride in the car with you dudes in a caravan, and then tomorrow have to go pick this dude up. I'm not finna do that. That's politics, right? I'm like, I'm not doing that. So They went in caravan, went to that dude's house, and he wasn't there. They came back, and I seen him. I walked up on him. He pulled up in a car, and he had a chopper, and and he said he was about to shoot the crowd. I said, well, that ain't just the crowd that went to your house. That's other homies that came up here later on. So that crowd is mixed over there. So everybody didn't ride to your house. And he was like, but I'm like, well, just go fight that guy. He didn't ever go fight the dude, So I really don't know what politics. I don't understand what politics is. But I think I have politicked on people before. I got that feeling that I have politicked on people. And, I don't know how it worked out. Because in my mind, if I'm doing some politicking, I'm assuming that what I'm doing is correct. But it may not be. I don't know. It may not be. So you gotta watch it with the politics, man. The politics can get you. The politics can get you. My politics. Okay, I'm gonna give you a prime example. Long time ago, I was on Western, and the smoker had came and was like, "Nut, I got this burner. I'm gonna give you this burner." And I'm like, "What kind of burner?" He like, "Man, it's a good gun. It's like a Smith and Wesson or something like that, like a good brand name." I'm not. I just said Smith and Wesson. I'm not sure if it's a actual Smith and Wesson, but it was a good brand. Whatever those good brands back, Ruger, I think those are all good brands back then. In the this is the late 90s. This is the late 90s. So this could be like 99. So he come, he say, "Nut, I'm gonna go get the burner. I'm gonna go get the burner." So I said, "Okay, for sure." I'm like, where it's at? He like, "I gotta go get it out the house," all this other shit. So I'm like, "Okay, for sure." So he go get the burner. So now the homie the homie know the burner coming back too. He like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go. When the burner come back, I'm gonna go put it to work. I'm gonna put it to use or whatever." I'm like, "Okay, let's just get the burner first to make sure that the burner is a certain kind of burner. We don't want to be making plans that ain't the right burner." You know what I'm saying? Because he's a smoker. So it was a young homie in there too. You feel me? And so he just sitting there, he ain't really tripping. So when the smoker come back with the burner, I see the burner. I'm like, "Oh, it is a good burner." I'm like, I don't even want this dude to take it back to go make it dirty. I want to keep the burner for myself because the way it looked, black with a wood grain handle and all that. I'm like, man, I need that. You know what I'm saying? So I give him some crumbs for the burner. You know what I'm saying? Boom, get over. So now I got the burner. So, I'm playing with the burner, looking at the burner like, yeah. So the homie like, and I'm like, man, he was like, he already knew. He was like, I kind of know. I was like, man, here, go use that other burner. Go get that burner. I'm gonna give you that burner and let me keep this burner because it was, this is him. I need this for me, Boom. So the little homie say, "Let me see the burner." So I'm like, "Okay, here." I ain't thinking nothing of it or whatever. I give the homie the burner. He starts saying stuff like, "Oh, okay." He like, "Hey, I'm gonna keep this, I'm gonna keep this one." So I let it go. And then I ain't really tripping. And I think the homie caught on to it first, like, huh? And then like somebody else in there said, let me see the burner. He was like, nah, I'm keeping this or whatever. So that's when I was like, what you what? I'm like, give me my burner. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, it ain't no bullet, it ain't no bullets. You know, the clip is there, it ain't no bullets or nothing in it. So he like, nah, I need this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what? I'm like, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Give me my burner, right? So he like, nah, I need this. You know what I'm saying? We need this. Talking about his crew, his generation or whatever, right? Like, y'all be taking burners, woo, be coming through Western, woo, we don't never get nothing, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping this, woo, we need this and that, right? So I'm like, hold on. So we didn't escalate it outside. Now we in the alley, right? So I'm like, whoa, so I'm like, give me my burner. You know what I'm saying? Give me my burner, right? So he like, nah. So I'm like, are you serious? He like, yeah. I'm like, hold on. Like, what's that? So he squared off and everything. Like, like he gonna keep my burner. We squaring off. I'm like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? It's all airplane. It's like I'm trying to get in, you know, because he kind of tall. I know he got a cool little reach. I'm like, I'm trying to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we doing this for a minute. I'm like, hold on, man. You gonna give me my burner, homie? You ain't finna just take my burner like that, right? So he finally, you know, like, come down just a little bit, like, I ain't taking your burner from you. Listen, no, I've never taken them from you, but we need this. I'm taking this. We need this out here. So I'm like, that ain't the way to get what you want from me. You taking this burner from me. So now this dude, he can't take it no more because he tried to square off with him too. And he can't take it no more. So he pull a burner on him. He point the burner at him and all that, right? Now I wasn't doing all that. I probably would have did it. I said it, but my actions didn't do it. But he put the burner to, and he was like, y'all can kill me whenever y'all want to do, but that's all right. Yeah, it'll be revenge. Yeah, it'll be revenge. And I was like, listen, check this out. Hold on. I say, listen, bro, you can't take this burner from me like that because I'm going to take it the wrong way. He said, listen, I ain't taking the burner from you, big homie. We need this burner. You can get another burner. I'm like, I can't get another burner like that. That's what I'm saying. So you can't take this burner from me, you know? So, I mean, he was willing to die and fight and everything. So he ended up taking the burner. Yes, I conceded because he wasn't going to give me the burner. The only way I was going to get the burner back, I believe, out of him was to actually shoot him, or we was going to have to jump him, beat him, or do something. And he was, you know, he a loved one. At the end, I think I kind of liked it, his spunk or something. I think I told him to give me another, you owe me a burner or something. He like, I'm gonna go get you a burner. I think that's what he ended up doing. They end up using that burner, went and got another burner, robbed somebody for a burner or something, and they gave me that burner. And they kept that particular burner. So I was like, I still felt like something was wrong, you know, like I got wronged in the deal, but I believe I got politicked though. Hey, I believe I got politicked though. I don't, you know. So I said, man, listen. Yeah, I think he said, we're gonna get you another burner, big homie. And they took that burner and they gave me another burner. But everything that we went through that night behind that burner, I don't know if that's politics. I don't know what you call that. But they put me through stress that night. Well, he did. He put me through. Now, Pete, throughout the years, he would come to me later and be like, "Hey, big homie, I need a burner." I'd be like, "Man, I only got a burner, homie. I don't care. I only got one burner." Well, he be like, "No, no, no, no." He like, "I'm gonna go use your burner, and I'm gonna bring your burner back to you." And I was like, and I did it one time, and he brought it back, and he had action after that ever since. I never questioned him. And we talked about that burner incident that other night. Like, I was just tripping. I was like, no, you were serious. I said, you owe me a squabble or something. You gotta get you owe me a squabble or something, homie. You know what I'm saying? Because you took that from me that night. You know? Holla at a player though. Damn, he deboed y'all for the burner. He kind of, and it was. I think he you can call it Debo. He might have smokied us out the burner somehow. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude pulled a burner on him. And he whipped out a burner. He like, you ain't taking nothing, homie. You think boom, cocked it and everything. Like, what's happening? Boom. And he put it right on his temple, like, I dome you and all that. And he was like, and he was willing to accept it. When he was willing to accept that, that's when I was like, it made me stop and think, like, can I really, am I supposed to do this to this dude? I don't think I'm supposed to do anything further to this dude. We had to talk and work it out. But, you know, politics come in many different shapes and forms. You know, I would probably politic on somebody that I had an issue with. See, because if you have a disagreement with me from 9-0, that means one of two things. And that other category is very rare, that you got some dirt on your name or I politic. If you in another category you don't like me, you just don't like me, period, you know, for whatever, and you straight and you a G, but you ain't gonna be no buster. You're gonna be a real one. You ain't gonna be no hook, or you ain't gonna have none of that on your jacket. You're gonna be a real solid one, you know, and that's gonna be rare. So, because the majority of everybody, they love me. So, you know, you got to be aware of the people like that. That's politics. That's a form of politics that, you know, when you walk in a room, like, why do these people dislike you? Like, I don't like her. You know, what is that? Where do that come from? Is it because you like by this dude, this girl, you in this crew, something like that? The jealousies. And that's what's in my game. The favoritism, as Icos said, and the that type of stuff. You know, that there is what is ruining that particular neighborhood, you know, and it's always going to be there. It's not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because when people can kill people and shoot people without any, you know, nothing happening, then, you know, that's a form of dysfunctionality at its highest, you know? that is a form of dysfunctionality at its best. You know what I'm saying? You could just get politicked on or disliked for nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that. You know, you really don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in that category of the dislike with your homies, that when you walk in the room that they like, what's up? And you ain't did nothing wrong. You feel me? You don't got no snitching on your jacket. You ain't got no busterism and none of that. So that's a rare form of politic and hate. You know what I'm saying? I would have to pull up some I would say some more of the bullies. we got a lot of bullies and bullies that think they got money or actually got money, you know? That's that type of hatred, you know what I'm saying? Because this dude shine better than you. But you know that you got more money than him. And you hate it. You hate that the way, so now you want to, you know, say something negative or whatever, then it gets back to that dude. And now this dude who said it is like whatever on, you know, with the rumors, but now when they face to face, there's nothing happening. You understand what I'm saying? You were not saying it now like you were saying it then, you know, and then it takes somebody, a messy person, to pump it up. That's politics, I think. You know, oh, I'm gonna pump it up. Hey, your Cadillac was show popping the other night, homie. Knowing that this dude just said, oh, that Cadillac, you know, on 19, you know, he done talked about his Cadillac or something. You know, so that's the type of politics that, you know, is in a lot of gangs, you know, when somebody is shining and they know that that person is shining, doesn't necessarily deserve that type of shine. You know what I'm saying? You know, that hate, you know, it's kind of like hate. It's a little hate. It's kind of hate, but it becomes politics because of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It becomes politics because of other things. Aaron Bartz, what it do? The Doc. That's right. Marathon continue. West Side Life. Hey, Dr. Crip, no more in 24 and on. Yeah, I feel you. How did Snoop Dogg look when your friend Bo called his name in front of Suge Knight? Nice show. Hey, y'all be watching them shows. Y'all be watching the show that they talking about. He or she, West Side Life, is they talking about they talking about when Unity won. See, people don't know Unity won. We was at the top. You know, it ain't never been a gang intervention program quite like Unity won. It was formed of both Bloods and Crips. You know, we ain't have no non-affiliates, outsiders that work for us like that. But far as the structure of what is going on, it was all Bloods and Crips that played the main positions. So that's why the stuff that we used to do was so so good. But that was at Danny Bakewell, Brotherhood Crusade. So, you know, we had just had some stuff going on with them. So they told us, they said, hey man, look, y'all want to come back next week because Death Row gonna be here and we're gonna let y'all talk and everything. They told us that. And if you go look at the video, go to Tupac when he that's what people don't know. This was when Tupac first wore the all-white Versace suit. I believe the video may have came out first or he wore it to that press conference. It's either or. He either wore it to that press conference that he did that particular day, or he did the video first and then wore it to the press conference, or had that suit on at the press conference and then again wore it in the video. You know what I'm saying? But that's where that all white come from, that Versace outfit, shoes and everything. He had that on when he was at the Brotherhood Crusade on Slauson in Maine. So they told us to come back and we was going to get a chance to speak and holler at Suge, because that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to holler at Suge, you know what I'm saying? So now they didn't have to tell us about it, but they wanted everybody there in support because it was about a formative action, because Unity won. What people don't know, we used to pull up on construction sites all through the city of Los. See, people ain't doing that no more. I don't know why, but when they was building stuff, when we was around here running around doing stuff, we would go shut construction sites down straight up. We don't care. Y'all gonna have a problem. We got some slime balls we gonna send over here and start a fire or shoot somebody or do something. But what y'all is gonna do is hire people in this community that y'all building at and on the borderline that's beefing with this community. Far as the Crips, Bloods, whatever it is, 2 Crips, a Blood in the Crip, 2 Blood sets. We didn't care what it was. As long as y'all hire somebody from both those sets, you know, at least 2 from 2 or however it worked, and we get them ready. Get y'all 2 belts, everything, and we let y'all work. You know, y'all be on that construction site getting that money. So, we was good like that. So our name was ringing. So they invited us to come to to see Tupac. So and Death Row. So we was gonna holler at Suge. We had to meet like, yeah, we're gonna holler at Suge. So when the day came, you could see us in the corner. I showed the video and everything. You could see us standing over there in the corner, and then Papa Shaw come out there. He give us a shout out, right? He said they didn't get a chance to speak, woo, because we was upset. Now we upset. You know what I'm saying? So Papa Shaw gave us a shout out. You know what I'm saying? So now we in the back and we out there now. It's about 25, 30. We out here 25, 30 deep, whatever. And all Death Row is up there. And, you know, we making Bo go up there like, you know, man, we need to holler. So we do a big commotion. We was finna get into it with the Nation and Death Row security. We was finna lock with the front door. They knew we was coming up in there. Y'all gonna have to lock. We got some squabblers. We know y'all ready to. Y'all deeper than us, but today we going home with bruises because we finna send a statement. So they let us up in there to avoid all the confusion. And Suge was on Bo and was like, you know, I don't want to hear none of it. Woo, woo, the East Side, this and that. He didn't know the Swans was with us. Swan's like, no, East Side blood, what's happening? And he looked like, what? And he was like, I'm going to take care of y'all later. Like, I can't believe y'all went against me up in here. But he like, I got y'all. I'm going to take care of y'all later. So, Suge still wasn't convinced. Look, he had the cigar, right? He had the cigar, the big fat cigar, and he had on the tip, you know, my cousin smoked cigars. I think I told my cousin about this. Be like, cousin, you got to get you a tip like that. I'm gonna have to tell him if I didn't. I'm telling him, you got to get you a tip like how he had that day. All gold with diamonds and rubies all on it. It was fly. You stick the cigar in that gold tip, and he was hitting. And he was like, I was like, yeah, that's all money. I was sitting there looking straight like an E-Ricky too. He didn't like it. Blue hat, white shirt, blue khakis, blue chucks. He was like, this flea is next to me. He could, he gave me the flea look like. Hey, but he was smoking a cigar and he had the big chunker in his ear. Like, I mean, like, man, look, I'm talking something like that through that hole right there. You know, that earring he had in there was so big. I was like, damn. Remember Mike Epps on All About the Vision? He was like, but when I get with it and I'm in the club, like, we had one of them like that. And he wasn't sweating nothing. And then he said, man, and he messed up. He said, man, I didn't see y'all with Snoop when Snoop was going with his trial and all that. And that's when Bo got the life in him, got a little heart, and was like, what? He what you talking about? He was like, where's Snoop at? And that's what that's what you talking about. How Snoop was looking, because now Snoop he involved in this now. And the room split like the Red Sea. You know, the room was big enough to only hold, let's just say, 120 people. But right now, Death Row was in there. They was already 100 and something people, you know, or 80 people. It was already 100 Death Row security and all them. Then we came in there. So we in there. It's 150 and 120. So, you know, it's tight up in there, you know. So it split like the Red Sea, and Snoop was sitting there looking like yeah, he been with me since day one. he couldn't lie. It wasn't nothing he could do. And you know, and Bo relationship with Snoop was always kind of rocky. It wasn't rocky, but you know, I guess the dude after the transition, because he called us to the courthouse. So when Suge got 9 years that day, I was with Snoop Dogg, Das, and all of them when Suge Knight got sentenced to 9 years in prison. I was with Snoop Dogg. We snuck him out the CCB to his office in Wilshire because it was it was at least 100 and something bloods on the 13th floor. Ooh, Lord, look at all that red. Man, they was down there deep. We had to get him up out of there. We made it back to his office. And then after that, that's when I thought that our relationship was going to get kind of tighter with Snoop, you know, get in. And we went to his house after that, and they tried to not let us in. We had to bang our way in the house. And, you know, he dealt with us and all that type of stuff then. But it's just like he didn't want to deal with us. I don't understand the celebrity status when you get help like that from the hood, the streets, and then, you know, you waver off the relationship. Like, we ain't trying to do nothing to you. We was never trying to. And look, I'm going to tell you something like this. See, and this is how these dudes get caught up, because we could have kidnapped Snoop Dogg's wife. Yes. We could have kidnapped his wife. We could have extorted his wife. We could have did all that one night. And if go ask her, and she would tell you what I'm talking about. She was at World on Wheels skating ring. This is after all that stuff had happened. And the relationship kind of like fizzled, you know, a little bit. And Bo didn't know, because Bo he impatient. He don't have very much patience. So, but if we were scandalous dudes, we had his wife one night. She was at World on Wheels with her cousin, a family member, somebody like that was from out of town, and they had a little boy with them. And they was at World on Wheels. And me and Bo and maybe Professor Damu, I forget who, it seemed like it was three of us. But we was driving through World on Wheels, just sliding through, you know, and we see her, and Bo see her. He seen her. He was like, man, that's Snoop wife. Man, what's she doing out here? Don't nobody really know who she was. Now, it was dudes out there that knew. If they knew that this was Snoop Dogg wife out here, really, really knew that this was his wife, and she had money or anything on her, they would be trying to get her right now, because it was cracking like that back then. It was cracking like that back then. And she knew it, but she was low key. She had her, I believe, did she have a hat on? She had her hat. No, she didn't. Her hair was, she had on glasses maybe or something. But we knew it was her. He knew it was her. And we walked up on her. And she didn't know who he was until he started talking. And then she was like, oh yeah, hey, like, we got you now though. We have you in a situation to where you can't do nothing. If we wanted to get foul right now, we could get really foul. So that's a lesson to you rapper dudes, man. Always know what your wife is doing in these streets, because she was with her family that was like some cousins or something from another state or something. And they was trying to go to World on Wheels. They couldn't get into World on Wheels. I don't know, because World on Wheels say they was closing or whatever the reason, they was standing in the front and they couldn't get in. And me and Bo jumped out the car, and no, we were sitting in the car. Bo jumped out the car, started talking to her. you know how the steps in front of you could drive through World on Wheels. He jumped out the car, started talking to her. We pulled the car over, parked. We got out, started talking to her, whatever. And she was like, "Yeah, woo woo." And they talked about because Snoop was he kind of like shook us or whatever. He wasn't really dealing with us. She is the one who patched that relationship up. She is the one who did that. She the one who patched that relationship up because we was talking to her, woo woo. And I know for a fact, I was telling her, like, what you doing out here? Like, you ain't supposed to, girl, what is wrong with you? She was like, I know, but they wanted to go, they wanted to go skating, my family. They wanted to go skating. So I was like, I had to take them skating, and World on Wheels is it, this and that. So we got them in the World on Wheels because, you know, Bo got access to World on Wheels. We partied on the dance floor with them. And then after that, we went to go eat at Roscoe Chicken and Waffles. They didn't have to pay for nothing because we got the plug. We know the owner and all that. So they got treated highly good that night. Excellent. So she was like, I'm going to go talk to him tonight. I'm going to talk to him. Boom. And Snoop ended up calling Bo, and he had to thank him like, man, good looking, man, on wifey and all that. We were like, yeah, man, you know, man, you better, you know, because you can't be doing that, man, because if it wasn't us and somebody else would have recognized her, man, you know, one of them death row dudes or anybody you don't know, man, they would have had her, you know. They would have had them people for lunch. And we stayed with them the whole night, made sure they got to her car and everything, and they end up going home because we wasn't them type of dudes like that. But if we were scandalous, we would have, trust me, it's some vultures out here right now. Some from then to that's right now, man, check this out. It's some vultures out here that would have ate her for breakfast, bro. Believe that. They would have ate her for breakfast. She knew it. Snoop knew it. All that. They got a break that night. She got a cold break that night. And she patched that little communication gap with Snoop up. She made it possible for us to holler at Snoop for a little bit longer than what we did. Darren Meters, you be speaking some illish. D, listen, man. Thank you, Darren. I got a boy named Darren. That's a good name. Darren is I forgot what that name means, but Darren is a good name. Thank you, brother. That's all we can do on this show is kick facts. We would never kick nothing else but facts, bro. We're not kicking nothing else out here, bro. We're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? We are not gonna do it, homie. That's the only thing we can kick. So this is about preventing summer violence, man, with the youth. And the way to do it is don't put nobody else on. All the Bloods and Crips need to say, listen, homie, we can do that. Cut everybody off. We ain't put nobody else on. We ain't put nobody else on. You know what I'm saying? It's a done deal. You know, RW, what's up, man? Where my AC Deucey? No, AC Deucey is the gang, huh? That's the gang. AC Deuce hat is what it is. But when you chilling, you say AC Deucey. The AC Deucey, the most famous hat of them all. You know, what happened to the AC Deuces? AC Deucey, how long did they last? Did they last for a long time? You know, I'm trying to figure out how long did they last, you know, or did they get wiped out fast? And look, AC Deuces is the Bloods, the Brim. See, I know history. It's starting to come back to me. The AC Deuces, I believe, is the Brims, is the 6 Deuce Brims, or the 6 Deuce Brims, or just the Brims, Van Ness Brims. AC Deuces is one of them gangs. I can't think of who. I forget, but I do know that it's a blood gang, right? I do know that it is a blood gang, you know. So, yeah, but this is GAMD, man, gang addiction mental disorder. Darren, this is what we do over here. See, some of these dudes in their 50s and 60s still have GAMD, gang addiction mental disorder. That's why they still at funerals like this. Yeah, we putting the homie to rest, but they ain't telling people that they crackheads and drug addicts and heroin addicts and all that. You know, not all of them, not every single one that's in their 50s, late 50s and early 60s and all that. But a lot of them, you know, ain't got nothing. You know, they don't want to talk about that though. You feel me? So that's why you see a lot of them trying to rekindle the flame of Crip and blood, because they trying to be like, well, let me get some of mine out, man. I'm the first Pyru, homie. Hey, blood. You know? So they trying to get theirs out right now. But ain't nobody gonna put them. Ain't nobody gonna let them know, like, hey man, you know, they endorsing it. We keep endorsing the Crips and the Bloods. People keep saying that the Crips and Bloods, man, it's over with. Oh, it's over with. It's a done deal. But as long as pool parties still getting shot up, graduation still getting shot up, drive-bys, walk-bys, and still all that stuff is still happening, ain't nothing changed. What's a change is when you say no more in 24. We ain't putting no more Crips on. We ain't putting no more Bloods on. We done. Whatever your hood got, y'all got to deal with it. You can't, y'all so short, y'all can't deal with that, huh? No, we got to keep putting people on the game. we got to keep putting people on the hood over here because we showed, homie. We ain't going to be able to fight, shoot, or do nothing, homie. We can't go nowhere. we got to put people. Well, if y'all ain't been able to do nothing in 50 years, what make y'all gonna have to do something now? You know, stop putting people on. It ain't gonna change nothing. All you creating is more snitches. In the last 20 years, well, I wish I could get those facts, huh? Well, my bracket is the hardest, so it don't matter. If you 50 to, I'm going to give it to y'all 60. I'll cut it off at 60. If you 50 to 60 right now, our bracket is the hardest. Whether you was in jail, the hardest, or on the street, the hardest. Our bracket is where it's at. Now, any other brackets after that our bracket is dysfunctional too, because we got all the killing of each other and all that in our brackets, just as bad as anybody. And some of our snitches got taken care of, not all of them, but you know, the majority of them, a lot of them, at least a lot of people ran away and didn't come back. But any other brackets after that, people coming back. Now you could be 100,000. Man, I got 100,000 subscribers. So what that mean? I run the hood. I got 100,000 subscribers, so I run the hood now. Everybody got to listen to me. Hey, one move away. Hey, Dr. Crip, no more in 24 for real. No more in 24. No more in 24 for real. I see a couple of the podcasters trying to stop endorsing gangs now. Great job. Look, God lead this fight, man, not me. You know, you can't have a podcast right now just telling the story of how this started, and all this. What you can't put that on no application. You know, I don't care about how y'all started in 78 and who shot who in 72, because people mad still. And that's just another reason people keep carrying on them stories. But if you are a gang member, an actual Crip, an actual Blood, and you doing podcasting like that, and your show got views and hits and all that, okay, kudos to you. That's good. I can't stand it when non-affiliates reap the benefits, man. That's what I hate. You got these podcasters that ain't even gang members that telling all kinds, man, and ain't giving nothing back to stop gang violence. That's what I'm talking about. Let's keep it 100, you know? So even if you are the gang member and you got a popping podcast and all that, that's an individual achievement. That's good. Kudos to you for handling your business and, you know, running the history of down. But at some point, you got to make the show be positive for something. Okay, so now we know what happened in 78. He shot him and he knocked him out. And that's why she screwed him. And that's why he went over there and shot them. Okay, so now what are we going to do with that? What are we going to do with that? What's the next move after that? Say no more in 24. That's it. Don't put nobody else on. Oh, you ain't gonna do that. That's too much. That's asking too much. Is that asking too much? All the gangs that got podcasts work with the gang interventionists right now. Come together, have a meeting, and say no more in 24, man. I mean, what's wrong with that? Do y'all need to see this? Wait a minute, hold on. Let me play this again, man. Let me play this again. I need to play this again, I see. Because
between 1930 and 1940, during the years of the Depression, when segregation and racism was enshrined in laws, when there was no black representation in government, even in the face of these horrible conditions, the black community had the highest marriage rate of any group in society. Our institutions served as an anchor for us. And so therefore, elderly people could walk in their neighborhood without fear of being assaulted by their grandchildren. Our business formation rate was high then. If we were able to accomplish the building of hospitals, dental schools, hotels, movie theaters, vaudeville theaters, if we were able to accomplish this.
You know, when I hear things like this or I see things like this report, it makes me wonder, why can't we achieve these things today? We achieved so many things when we weren't supposed to. And now we can, and we're not achieving anything. Come on, people, wake up.
Yeah.
But we've been saying that for a long time.
Yeah, we have.
Black folk right now hold the greatest academic achievement on the earth. For 360 years, it was against the law, Rock, to be caught teaching a black person to read and write. Yeah. It'll cost you 39 lashes and $100 to teach a black person to read and write. That was all the way up to the 1860s. So in 1860, when blacks came out of slavery, 96% of black folk in America could not read and write. Between 1865 and 1895, black folk reduced their illiteracy rate from almost 96% all the way down to 40-something%. And they did it by themselves, basically. They hold a record of achievement. Nobody in the history of the world has ever come out of slavery and be able to reduce their illiteracy rate in half in 30-year time period.
Street shit don't mean nothing, nigga. Them same niggas will jump out the window for you. When you locked up, nigga, you won't get a pair of socks. You ain't getting a letter. Niggas trying to fuck your bitch. Your same homies, nigga. Ain't no loyalty in this shit, nigga. Nigga, that ain't the life to live on, nigga. We supposed to get money and take care of our family, bro. All that bullshit, my nigga. So I tell the youths, man, stay in school, nigga, make your mama proud, man. I'm just thankful I have a second chance in life, you heard? Not everybody got a second chance in life.
I want to send some words of encouragement. Y'all stay focused, y'all keep working hard, believe in yourself, prove everybody that doubts y'all wrong, show up every day, stay pure, keep your heart pure, stay motivated, stay inspired, show love to your people.
Man, you know what I'm talking about? Now that's some serious politicking right there. He said where the black people, the seniors could walk and not be worried about getting jumped by the grandkids. You know? Do you know? I almost lost it one day. I was at the park. I remember I was at the park, and the young homie, he pulled up with his grandmother was dropping him off, and she was asking, "What time do you want me to come pick you up?" This and that, and he got frustrated and was like, you know, like, "I'm gonna call you, Granny, woo, 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 this and that." And she was like, "Well, just let me know so I don't go be trying to go do something else." And he was like, "God damn." He was like, "I told you I'm gonna call you, man. I hate this, man. Woo, woo, woo." And she was like, she overlooked that. And when she pulled off, I told that nigga, I said, "Man, listen, homie, don't ever talk to your grandmama like that in front of me, man." I said, because, oh, this is politicking. I told her, I said, "Listen, don't ever talk to your grandmother in front of me like that, my nigga, because I'm going to find a way to get you DP." I told him, I said, "I'm going to find a way to get you DP. I'm going to go look for something to get. I'm going to get the brakes beat off of you." That's politicking. You're not supposed to. That's not none of my business. But that's hood business. Man, if your mama pull up in the park and you slap her, is that hood business or is that personal business? What if the homies be spending the night over at your house and everything? Man, that sounds like hood business to me. People got hood business and personal business twisted. Yeah. So what is hood business and what is personal business? That's what I want to know. That might be the next show. What is hood business and what is personal business? That is a good question to ask. Because I think some of these dudes got personal business mixed up with hood business. That is a good question. That is an excellent question, man. I'm going to try to figure that out. Yeah, one move away. You know, if they keep on endorsing gangs, you know, you can give us the history all you want. You know, I'm just saying that I can't use that on no application. Knowing how, you know, 9-0 started, how the A-Trace started, how Hoover started, how Inglewood family started. I can't use none of that on no application. That information is useless to me. As a matter of fact, I don't see where knowing that information is going to help me in life, period. I just don't understand why it's so important now all of a sudden that we need to know how all this stuff started to end it. When we see for the last 20 years, however it started, where it went, and what is going on presently, it don't need to be no more. So finding out how it started and all that ain't helping. That ain't solved no wars. People's are still killing each other. As soon as you told me how the Mona Park was started and Backstreet Crip was started and Scottsdale Blood was started, they still was shooting at each other. It's still bad. It ain't nothing changed. Ain't no hospitals in neither one of them hoods. Ain't no schools started by them gangs in neither one of them hoods. The Crips don't got no school. The Bloods don't got no school. The Crips and Bloods together don't got no school. The Crips and Bloods together don't got no bank. The Crips and Bloods together don't got a hospital. They don't got a trucking company. They don't got no wood metal company. The only thing they try to do good together is make more music together that's more negative. Yeah, on cuz I'm coming out and we will, but this my blood, homie. So boom, you let them know, blood. Well, I'm Damu and I'm letting you know that I'm a bust on you and hey, King Son, no construction company, ain't nobody got nothing. But I need to know where all this came from. I'm just saying. I don't understand that. But if you got a show like that, I understand that people want to hear that. You just got people in general that want to hear that. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, man, say something positive. Like, listen, man, all that, it was a mistake. It should never been no A-Tray, no Hoover, no 9-on, no 40s, no 50s, no 60s, no Harlem, no East Coast. None of that didn't do us no good. Nothing. From the east side to the west side. It didn't do us no good. We don't use the power for nothing. Ain't nobody out here, ain't no gang winning. Oh, they all got riders over here, you know. Yeah, 15 of them got low riders. But it's 100 and something on paper that's got an FYI card filled out with the police. 100 and something. They don't got no low rider. And they don't own houses. And they don't own nothing over there. So what the fuck is 15 lowriders worth? Well, you know, what you call them got a Bentley over there, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Blood is on. Blood bought 2 Bentleys. Blood, he got 2 candy houses over there. Okay. I see. Hey, I see you want to battle today, huh? I see you want to battle today. Mexicans out here winning. We know they, and guess why they winning? Because they stick together. And we know that. We didn't even take the hint. Listen, check this out. Put your seatbelt on for this, King Son. You don't know this. You don't know this. You put your seatbelt on for this. Yeah, I was in the county the first year that they stopped they beefing, even on when you come to the county jail. You feel me? Because they used to beef with each other in the county jail. Yeah, they used to go up too. I was in there when they did that. When they was like, we ain't doing that no more. And we couldn't, Crips and Bloods didn't get a bar of that. I heard somebody got socked out. Like, oh, what? He went to court and what happened? Like, yeah, you got to go to court, man. And and you know what I'm saying? And they're going to be there all week. Wait a minute. But these dudes is together now. They stopped their beef. And when they was doing the beefing, if somebody was doing the beefing, they would DP each other. They would discipline each other. You know, they got to hit all body. You know, when the Mexicans DP each other in jail, they got to do like this. You feel me? They got to get against the wall, right? and then they hold their hands up like this, right? And they be hard, right? And then like 2 or 3 of them stand in front of them and they just be socking on me. And be like, and be like, what those Flacco, homie? What side black? I was like, is that a DP? That's how they do it. Like, homie, that's how we do it. I was like, if a DP go down with these blacks, they gonna be trying to hit this nigga with this bunk. They gonna see 10 people. Hey, you don't ever want to get DP'd in jail. Oh my God. You can't get that's bad. Hey, when you get to the county jail, you ain't from your hood no more. They all surround. Yeah, they cut. I was in there. They ain't always did that. Let's not be fooled. Hold on. That ain't always been like that. That was started in the late 90s or something. You know, they created that. them boys, them M&Ms up there, that candy up there said, no, this is what we finna do from now on because we ain't losing no more riots. When they get to the county, everybody won. And if you go against the grain, you get up here to prison, we killing you. That's what they was doing. And they was serious about it. And guess what? That law is still intact to this day. Guess what law is in the law for the Crips and Bloods when you go to the county jail? Hey, man, go back there and get all your fades out the way. How many fades is that? 15. I got to fight them all. You got, hey, you got 22 fades. You might as well run and get them all out the way. That's what they, and then shot callers be like, yeah, the ones who think that they, like, listen, homie, don't. Let's calm that down, man. I've been dorms. I've been the black. What do you call that? The shot caller or whatever for the dorm. I done did that a few times, maybe about 3 or 4 times, and that is never a good one because you got dusty Crips and Bloods that don't have nothing. It's the worst. Vending machine bandits. They dorm rep. Yeah. That's some bullshit. Hey, dorm rep is that is a bullshit title. You cannot win being the dorm rep. You can't. There's no winning. You know what I'm saying? That is a cold title right there. You the dorm rep for the blacks. You got to deal with the non-affiliates and the gang members. Look, I the dorm rep, right? Because it went up. They flipped the dorm over, right? They sent me to what's that? Where you be coming out it's in Wayside or South, the South one. They wear yellow too, not like how the county me crazy in there though, but they wear yellow and green. Trustee dorm. They called me for the trustee dorm. So the vending machine was getting raided. And so the dorm had to get flipped over. And when after they took everybody out, you know who gonna stay after they do all that, you gotta come back and all the races gotta pick their leaders again because everybody went out. So when it come back around after that, we everybody got to get together. You come back in, we picking our stuff up. So all the blacks got to get together and the Mexicans and they sizing people up and doing everything. So the Mexicans and the whites, the blacks, everybody come together like, oh, he gonna be our rep. So the Mexicans came and they asked me to be the rep for the blacks. So I was like, so we had to have the black meeting. I was like, man, they want me to be the rep, man. I'm not trying to, they was like, man, be the rep, man. Do it, be the rep. So I guess it was because they seen the dude, where he was from, A-Trey. He had came in the dorm. He was from A-Trey. And, I talked to him, whatever, and I think he was a Mexican or something. And I don't know if he had any problems or something like that, though, but, he didn't want to. I was like, man, I don't do all that fighting and all that crazy shit. But if you have to get that shit off your chest, let's go to the back, and you can get all that shit off your chest, because you know. And I wasn't the dorm rep then. I was just the dude. The dorm rep before me was a dude from East Coast, but he got rolled up out of there with the vending machine stuff. So I guess they seen that and was like, man, you need to be the rep. So I'm the rep. So now we got organized things between the blacks, the whites, the Asian, and the Mexicans. We hit the vending machine at the same time, get the stuff that we need for spreads and everything. Why I got two of these smoker crackhead Crips that's in their late 50s. They want to ban. And look, one was from West Boulevard and one was from Long Beach. Insane. Boy, they teamed up on me and gave me the blues. Boy, they was giving me the blues, boy. And it went down on the day that I went to court. I told this dude to clean up, this dude to clean up. When I came back, the little homie from East Coast came. He said, man, didn't nobody clean up, man? I'm like, what? Got to go in the bathroom. I'm like, man, F all this. If you got a problem with me, woo, woo, Dino, come in this bathroom, woo, woo. I'm calling y'all names out and everything. They never came in there and got their squabbles or nothing. But they stayed raiding that vending machine. And then once I couldn't stop them, the other racers was like, well, we going too. And then guess what? It happened all over again. The raid came, you know. When they moved me, I got called to prison right before the raid came. When I was waiting in the when they came, they were like, Thomas, roll it up. You out of here for prison, because it was finna go down. Because we was about to start squabbling and all that. The guy took me up out of there. He was like, man, you out of here. Roll it up. You going to prison. You got the chain call. I was like, good Lord, I'm gone. And while I was in the waiting, you know how you got to go in another cell and waiting? That's when they ran in there and raided the dorm. And I could see people walking down the hallway. And I was like, yeah, that's what y'all get. Got y'all stuff took. All that stuff y'all was still. You can't even take it with you anyway. Yeah, that dorm rep stuff ain't it, man. I'm cool on that. That's a headache job, bro. Dorm rep. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, knock it off. Yeah, I didn't want to take this long, man. King Son, blame it on him. He made me run over the time, you know. the damn 28s. Hey, I'm gonna have to talk about them 28s, because I've been getting texts on my phone, and I'm gonna talk about the 28s this week. All the controversy that they got. If you did 28 and you out here call yourself a gang interventionist and all that, you better knock it off. You better go get a job. Don't let that be, that better not be your only source of income. Unless you try to take back over the streets. them 28s, boy, I got something for them 28s, man. You know, this is GAMD prevention in the summertime. No more in 24, man. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. King Son, One Move Away, RW. Darren Matt Meters, come back, bro. Holla at a player, though. Westside Life, Aaron Banks. Cost Green. Y'all, thank y'all for coming through, man. Please like, subscribe, share. Let these people know they supposed to get on here and get a bar of this, man. I'm Dr. Crip. We out.